Well, we're back on the air, and Lance is going to give us what he says is a video review.
Off the wall.
What have you got for us,
Lance
video
Morrison.
man?
I don't have the
Uninterrupted.
opportunity to go.
I didn't have anything. Go.
I don't have the opportunity to go to as many movies as the rich people in the room.
What?
So the other day we rented a. Yesterday we rented.
By the way, Drew loves his Verizon phone.
Good. That's a good thing. We rented yesterday at the box, the Blockbuster box. It was free, by the way. We had a promo code.
That you didn't rent.
For $1. And I thought, I'd heard some things.
Didn't
about,
he say he rented?
Don't interrupt him.
It was
He gets
free.
paid on
It was $1.
I'm defending you.
You
You
found
hear
the
this?
dollar.
I'm
As the
trying to
dollar
stop
becomes
this.
so devalued that if you pay $1, it constitutes free.
We found the dollar.
So anyway, I decided I'd heard some things about this movie, Kick-Ass. Have y'all heard
Oh,
about
I
this
love
movie,
Kick-Ass.
You saw
I
Kick-Ass?
saw Kick-Ass.
You should have done a review for
I
us.
did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you
I
did
got.
review
In other words, I
already?
got to start paying attention.
No, you can go ahead. I mean, that was
Go
a while
on.
ago.
No,
so.
you do it.
So we rented this movie, Kick-Ass. I'd heard some things about it. The premise of the movie is that there's this teenage kid who's a total dork, total nerd, decides that he would really like to be a superhero. So he buys a scuba diving outfit, which I never thought that's the ideal thing to buy if you want to be a superhero, because it's like body fitting stuff. So he buys this green outfit.
Pass out in 5 minutes being out of the water, running around with those things.
So he buys this thing and he proceeds to believe he's going to be a superhero.
You picked it out.
Well, yeah, he suited-
Brooks said him.
he suited up a little bit. Well, he proceeded to go out and get his ass kicked because he was still a dork in a freaking rubber outfit. Right? Broke every damn bone in his body and ended up in the hospital for a long time. Came out with all kind of plates and stuff in his body, but decided he wanted to keep pursuing this. Well, lo and behold, in the meantime, there were a couple other cats that really were superhero vigilante people that were shaking down the organized crime in the area. Yes. You have a question?
No. I was just trying to block the light
Oh.
so I could see you in better relief.
So lo and behold,
Turn that light on behind you.
the
in
true
shadow.
vigilantes was Nicolas Cage and his young 11-year-old daughter.
So they really okay.
They had turned into true vigilantes. So when I say true vigilantes, they were well trained. They had all kinds of weapons. As a matter of fact, there was a really funny part in it where Nicolas Cage was channeling
Adam West.
Adam West.
Was he really?
He was
Yeah,
channeling, he was channeling Adam West as Batman. It was hilarious. But you watch the whole
How'd you
thing.
see this movie?
It was really pretty good. There was a lot of good effects in it. It was pretty bloody. Pretty
Cool.
bloody.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The violence, you mean?
Violence, yeah.
Really?
Rated R.
And they managed to make it funny.
Yeah.
The people from Piranha should have watched this movie.
It was very. It was. I guess it was Pulp Fiction like in that it was incredibly bloody and gory and stuff, but it was funny.
Okay.
And they left it wide open for a sequel. So I think we're going to see a sequel to Kick-Ass.
What do you think of Hit Girl?
I thought Hit Girl
Yeah.
was pretty
Get
incredible.
ass kicked.
Kick more ass.
You saw kick ass. Now get ass
So
kicked.
I enjoyed it.
I guess it was bloodier when she was the one doing the fighting.
Right, it was.
The 13 years,
She was
11
more
year old.
efficient, I guess.
Tough little nut, was she?
Cutting legs off and stuff. Well, okay, here's off the wall. Interestingly enough, on Friday, I went to see Gallagher in concert at Club H2O.
How was he?
It was very interesting. It was not the Gallagher of the 70s and 80s.
It's his brother. It's his
No,
twin
No,
brother,
it's
isn't it?
Gallagher. It's him. He bought his act back.
Wait a minute. Gallagher had the act and he sold it to his brother.
And his brother.
And he bought it back from his brother?
Bought it back. Gallagher's
For a couple of greenbacks.
Gallagher's 64 years of age,
Nice.
and he really looks. He looks more like what's the big bloated guys? Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Dave
David Crosby?
Dave Crosby. He looks like
Put a little weight on, did he?
No, he looks like a smaller version of Dave Crosby.
No, did he?
Because he's still got the hair and the mustache.
Kind of a crypt keeper look, is it? What?
Yeah,
Like a fat creature.
so he's up there, and he's not kind of the jolly, happy-go-lucky guy that you've seen, over the years on TV and stuff, or the roller skates and all that stuff. he really, to me, had a bad attitude. There were people talking in the audience, and he almost lost his damn mind.
We're still good.
Okay.
He threw a kid out. He threw
Wow.
a kid in the front row. He told him to get the hell out. He got in an argument with another woman about 2 rows down.
He did this at H2O?
Yeah, people were talking. You know, he's an old school comedian. You don't talk.
No,
which
you don't.
I agree with.
It's rude. I agree
Right.
also.
People pay
That's rude.
$25 to go see
Shit,
the show.
you should shut the hell up
Right.
and watch the show.
And he also used that as
Quote
part
Keith
of,
Olbermann.
his rant. He's like, people don't listen anymore, and people don't react to authority. So he threw that.
Go on.
He threw that kid out. Then he threw another woman out. Then he threw another guy out. So it was pretty interesting. And Tony, the guy I worked for, he was all.
I'm sorry I missed it. I could have gotten thrown out.
He was
Oh, that would've
all
been fun.
excited because he
Yeah.
likes nothing better than for a comic to call down a person in the audience that's just talking.
Uh-huh.
It was hilarious. But it got to the point where I understand comedy very well, but he went over I think he went over the line as far as pointing out the whole
Audience interaction?
Well, pointing out the whole ridiculousness of the whole situation too. He was just being mean. I mean, he was just flat pissed off.
He didn't do anything like Michael Richards, did he?
Well, no, but I mean, he was definitely. You don't like this guy. He was just right until the Hun too. I mean, he said he hasn't worked in Hollywood forever because he'll just say anything. He was spewing out more lesbian jokes. He possibly shake a stick at.
Is he hanging out with Dr. Laura?
Well,
Go on.
shaking a stick isn't going to get you far with the lesbian crowd.
Well, whoa, thank you.
Who's quick with one? That was good.
That was very nice, but.
That depends on whether or not it's a natural or an artificial
But
stick.
That's right.
as a comedian, watching him, I'm like, you know what? He's making less light of this and just more
Bitter
just
anger.
bitter, pissed the hell off about life.
Did he smash any watermelons?
Oh yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was
it
funny? Oh, no one's going to
Yeah.
go see.
Yeah,
If he doesn't
was.
smash a watermelon,
He was
they
very,
will riot.
He
It's
was
like
very
Kiss without the
topical,
makeup.
very funny, very thought-provoking, but just that bit where you could sense he was just real seething, pissed the hell off, just about everything.
I think there's a very fine line between comedy and becoming a mass killer.
I mean, he was.
I think it's a very.
I thought he was going to find a high-powered rifle in a water tower.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it's like a pride of lions, a pack of wolves, and a bitter of comedians.
yeah, he was
There's
not
a
a
reason.
happy man. But I mean, I got to.
They're often the funniest.
I got to show free. Although I think Club H2O, I mean, the place was packed. They had plastic and stuff on the wall. That didn't help
Sure.
the ceiling. They had some of that dropped acoustic ceiling in there, and that watermelon, all the rest of that shit in that ceiling.
Oh, that's
No, they're gonna have to replace that.
that's gonna stink to
Yeah,
high
it's not gonna
heaven.
be good.
Oh, that's awful.
But yeah, it was really a pretty interesting show.
Cool.
Well, that's it. That's Off the Wall with Lance Morrison. It's
Thank you,
his
Lance.
review of a movie and his review of Gallagher. And thank you very much, Lance. We'll be right back with CoverRadio.com.